Hello and welcome. I recorded this video earlier today and then it dropped in the uploading. So if you were on live with me this morning, this is not the same video. Similar, we're gonna do it all over again, but it won't be the same. So if you ever go back to watch, it's different. Yes, it is. That one dropped. We're doing it again. All right. Well, welcome to yoga. This time the music's working. Go ahead and get present on the mat. You need a yoga mat, maybe 2 blocks if you have them. I don't know if you'll need a strap today, but have one available just in case. Some water and a hair tie if you have longer hair. If you do not have blocks, a rolled up towel, a couple of towels can be helpful. That can also replace the blocks for most of what we do. We're just gonna come to sit on our mat. I'm shedding an easy seated pose. Easy seated pose is when you take the feet to the center line, pull them in, creating a triangle with the legs. Now if this doesn't happen, you can have your legs out, you can kneel, you can even lay down. We're gonna be working with our breath work first. So that is why we're getting comfortable in an easy seated pose. I also happen to be sitting on my block, which helps me feel more comfortable for a longer period of time. Sorry, I have this, I love these pants, but the elastic band flips over for some reason. It must be sewed in there or like wrong or something. I don't know why, but I have to fix it sometimes. Okay, getting present on the mat. Just close the eyes and be present. I'm just going to take a moment to move the pelvis forward and back, finding that best place of balance. Draw the belly button to the spine, elongate the spine, coming up to the shoulder blades, draw them together. Take them down the back. You're going to feel widening going across the collarbones. Enjoy breathing. Just take a moment to bring the chin parallel to the earth. Draw the top of the head straight up, lengthening even more. And our lower half of the spine, we're going to push the sits bones down more and lengthen even more down. Now breathe. Feeling free to take a mudra, a plugging in of lines of energy, pointer finger and thumb. We're just going to rest with the palms facing up. We're going to move into Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath is done breathing only through the nose. The mouth is closed. There's a gentle opening through the throat, just like when we drink water. And then when we breathe, it makes an ocean wave sound. You can hear the breath. We're going to breathe first all the way down to the bottom of the belly, through the diaphragm, the chest, the throat, all the way up through the top of the head, and then exhale through the bottom of the belly first, the diaphragm, the chest, the throat, then all the way up through the top of the head. Just keep cycling the breath and practice. If this is difficult, feel free to put the hands on the belly to feel what we're doing. We normally breathe in anxiety breath, or oftentimes, and this is the opposite of an anxiety breath. This is the way that newborn babies breathe and puppies breathe when they sleep. This is relaxation breath. Just keep practicing. Continuing to breathe. When we find ourselves at the top of the next inhale, hold there until the exhale desires to come in, and repeat doing this. Continuing to breathe. When we find ourselves all the way down to the bottom of the exhale, hold it there now until the inhale desires to come in, and repeat doing this. Turning the palms down whenever we finish the breath. Take a few normal breaths. Good, and we're ready, opening the eyes. So I do a lot of channeling, and as I'm sitting here, I'm realizing while my first video dropped, I feel like there's someone connected with me who's possibly in prison. And I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that no matter where you are, you're still living out your life. And you can create your own world within yourself. You have a universe inside of you. And you know, many people feel imprisoned in many ways. Housewives can feel imprisoned, being stuck in the house with babies, with no adult connection or connection to the outside world. There's many, many ways to feel like you're trapped somewhere and you don't have access to life in some ways, having health problems, being bedridden. But what we're learning today is when we breathe, we connect to the inner universe. And as long as you're breathing, you're living, and there's a reason for your existence. There's souls around you, no doubt, even if they're just bugs. Those souls matter just as much. Did you know that ants live 15 years? They're profound, and they're psychic, and they speak to each other through psychic means. So, even the smallest soul is just as important as the biggest, We're never fully alone. There's life all around us. There are plants. Plants have spirits and souls and feelings, and they're aware, but more than we realize, more than humans realize usually. So welcome. If you really are in prison and I bring you comfort, blessings to you. And anyone who feels isolated in any way or around toxic that you can't escape from, we can always go within and create our own bliss, our own world within. No one can touch this. Nothing can separate you from the love of God. Nothing. Alright, so that's why the first video got taken down, because this is who I really need to talk to today. I'm taking this out, but I need it still. What we need to do next is take the foot that's in front and put it behind. And by the way, the one who I feel is in prison that will watch this or is watching, you're going to get out. So you keep being positive and you keep building your inner world so that you're ready to build an external world again. Chin coming down, roll the head to one side, inhale up and back. Exhale forward and down. I'm hearing the name Father or Poppy or Papa. That may be a nickname. You may be a leader. Consider the leader or the father, the one who takes care of things. As the chin meets the chest, I'm also hearing you're not forgotten, so don't think that you are. God has not forgotten you. That's why you have to stay positive. And even if it's only within yourself. You cannot control the external, but you could control the internal. And when you control the internal, the breath and the emotions within, you can jump dimensions and create a new reality. Where a door was closed, it'll just be a different reality where all of a sudden it's open, it's possible. Bring the head up. I've had plenty of experience of that in my own life, things that I was told were not possible. When you keep feeling that they are, and you keep feeling as it is, and you refuse to be what people tell you to be or to feel what they tell you to feel, your reality must obey you, okay? It must obey you. Leave the heart out to the right, exhale forward. Now it doesn't always happen instantaneous. But that's where faith is serving something higher than yourself, no matter where we are, being willing to be at the bottom or the top, whatever God needs, you know? Maybe God needs you right where you are to take care of things. Somebody's got to be there. Roll the head through. As you rise to the top, reverse the direction, lengthen out, exhale forward, inhale up. Allow the head to roll through. One more time. As we rise to the top, sway side to side. Allow that energy to roll up the spine. I've been through some dark days myself, and I have a game that I play with myself when I'm feeling really down. And I challenge myself to look for the reason why this day was worth living, like a game. And when I do have that moment, oh, this day was worth living, just for that one moment, I hold on to that moment in gratitude and know that it's all worth it. Usually doesn't take long to find the reason. Coming to the place of stillness in the center. Practicing turning the gaze inward to the inner universe, our own world. Stay here meditating as long as we want. If you're ready to move forward into the postures, go ahead and open the eyes. All right. Let's go ahead and let our legs come out for a moment. Let some blood flow in. If you have water, let's take a drink of water. We're going to be doing some twisting, so that causes detox. So lots of water. Okay, we're going to do this a little different than this morning. Let's go ahead and take the left leg. The knee is going to bend and the toes are going to come to the outside and point behind. The right leg's going to bend and the foot is going to start trying to get up onto the leg and then come into the hip crease. If this doesn't happen, that's okay. You're sitting on the floor, which is a feat for a lot of us as it is. Just come as far as you can. This is where blocks come in handy if a joint is really straining and it needs some support. Feel free to slip that in so you can rest and just relax into this joint opening, okay? Let's go ahead and take our mudra, pointer finger, thumb, our root chakra opening mudra. Chakra is the doorway of energy at the base of the body, draws in health and abundance. From here, we're going to do a cat-cow motion if you know that. We lift the heart, gaze behind, inhale. Exhale, round everything down. You can close the eyes, and you're going to notice that your left hip is going through an internal range of motion and your right hip is going through an external range of motion. And we're evening both sides of the pelvis out, using the level ground to force an evening out. You may feel this move all the way through your ankles to your knees, to your hip, up your spine, even into the neck you may feel it. Good, bring it back to center, inhale it up. Rotate to the right, find some leverage with the left arm against the leg here. The right arm is coming behind, gaze behind. Breathe to the bottom of the belly. I'm super calm because I already did this once today, so now I'm in like a Zen mode, so if I'm not as chipper as I normally am, it's because I already Zenned out. Now I'm double Zenning. Telling you, this stuff works. Go ahead and come to the other side. Relax through the jaw, breathe to the bottom, practice let go. Good, bring it back to the front, supporting the knee, supporting the ankle, let both legs come out. Finding the other way. Alright, let some blood flow in. You can rub the knees if you need to. Even though it's kind of hard on the knees and the ankle joints, we're kind of stressing them out and stretching them out so that they're stronger and more youthful. This is what keeps youth in the body. A little bit of exercise, right? You can kind of strain in class and have some pain in class, or you can strain all the time while you waste away. That's what I always say. Right knee's bending. Toe comes to the outside, points behind. Removing glitter. If you have a daughter, you know that there's glitter. The left leg coming in, trying to get up to the leg, trying to get all the way to the hip crease, slipping in blocks as needed so there's no breakage. I'm not trying to break you. Pointer finger, thumb, palm facing up, cat and cow, inhale up, other side. Now there may be a vast difference from left side to right side in tension, willingness to open. You know, one side may struggle way more than the other, that's normal. Follow the breath. Typically, for the majority of us, the left side houses the female aspect of the body, the female energies, and the right side houses the masculine energies. We all have both. We all are capable of doing and being and creating and dominating. We all are capable of male energy. And we're also all capable of being, receiving, the quiet, the yin, the water, the flowing. Bring it back to center. Inhale it up. Rotating to the left, finding leverage. The left hand is behind, gaze behind, breathe to the bottom. Relax to the jaw and practice let go. Good, release this side, come all the way to the other side. Gaze behind, breathe to the bottom. Gonna bring it back to center. Oh, got a hair up my nose. Ooh, ooh, right up there. Ooh. Support the ankle and the knee. Bring them out. Let the blood flow in. You can rub the knees if they need it. Point flex. All right, let me go see what happened to my music. I think it just, I don't know. It keeps stopping today. I'm not sure if we got internet issues or if it's just, I don't know. Needs a special invitation? I don't know. All right, we're back. We're back from the future. All right, what are we doing? Okay, we're here. Okay. Go ahead and bring the legs out. I'm turning sideways so you can see me. You don't have to. All right, sitting tall, staff pose, the hands are on the earth, feet are flexed, belly button pulled in. Inhale it up, gazing at the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. The hands come wherever they want to, and you just sway side to side, loosening up the back. We just sway side to side, loosening up the back. Good. Coming to the center. Lead the heart forward, pull the head back. Inhale. Exhale, round down. The cat-cow motion here now. Forward fold. Following our own breath pace. bring it to the center. Lead the head away from the sits bones. Fold very deep here and breathe down the backs of the legs. Relaxing through the jaw. Excellent. Releasing the hands. They're going to come right behind the hips. Take a look down. We want every single finger straight. Elbows are turning in. Shoulders are turning away. Toes are coming down. The hips are trying to rise up. Lift the heart. Gaze moves behind and focus on even weight in all four corners of the hands and the feet while lifting the hips. Breathe. Reverse plank. Hips are coming down. Inhaling it up. Gaze at the thumbs. And allow the hands to float down. Excellent. Okay. I'm just so thirsty. I think I took St. John's wort. I think maybe I have dry mouth from that. St. John's wort is an excellent mood enhancer. It also is an excellent antiviral if you're feeling kind of sick, but you have to be careful with it. If you're on any medications, it cleans the liver, so it can clean your medication right on out of your body. And that includes birth control, so be careful with that one. All right, so we're going to take our left leg. It's bending at the knee and the foot is flexing. The shin is parallel to the front of the mat. That right foot is going to start to make its way towards the knee. Now, sometimes this isn't super pretty. It can be all the way out here. We just want to open the hip joints. We're going to get there. You just go as far as you can. If you can make it into fire log with the foot on the left knee in this nice triangle here, you can do everything we're about to do right here. You don't have to go further. This is the first phase, okay? Fire log. If you can go a little further, your top foot, the sole of the foot, the bottom starts to face the sky, and we try to draw it into the hip crease. This is half lotus. If you've made it here and you're not doing too bad, you can try taking your bottom foot up and over the top. This is full lotus. Once you get into full lotus, assess. You don't want to be straining over about a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10 because we're going to be here and we're progressing. So if you're hurting already, take it back to half lotus or take it back to fire log. Having our blocks with us, we're going to take our blocks and set them right next to the hips. The hands are going to press into the blocks. The elbows are turning in and the shoulders are turning away. We're going to press in so that we can try to pull our hips up off the earth and accordion up. Take 3 breaths. Good. Let it come down. Good job. Good job. I've already done this once today, so I'm going to take it back a notch just because my ankles we're good to go on that. They're kind of sore actually, so I'm going to move back to half lotus right now. And from here, we're going to take our hands behind us. We're going to push up and over the knees. Coming to a push-up position. Allowing the hips to sink forward. We're going to take our hands and flip them backwards so that the fingertips are facing the knees. Check that your wrists are able to do this safely. The forearms move to the rib cage, and we're going to try to lift our knees up off of the earth, peacock pose. Ugh, I did it earlier, but now I'm tired because I've already done all this. Push-up position. From here, come all the way down, turning the head to one side. We're going to allow our hands to come to our sides, our palms facing up. I'm going to grab my toes, if I can find them. They're there. They were closer than I thought. And just draw that in. I'm going to encourage my legs to be able to do this.
And just focus on surrendering the hips down to the earth. Let them open and lengthen. Let the back lengthen. Breathe. Turning the head the other way. Surrender, lengthen, and breathe. Good. Bring it back to center. The hands come next to the chest. Press into the hands. Push it up. Come all the way back. Come to sit. Good. Support the ankle and the knee. Bring both out. We're just going to manually flex this foot. Give it a rest. Whichever one's hurting or even both. Flex them. Move them around a little bit. Lift it up. Rotate it one direction. And then the other direction. Good. Let the legs come out. Get some blood flow. All right. We did left leg, right? Yeah. So the next one, we're going to bend the right leg. The shin is parallel to the front of the mat. The foot is flexing. The left one comes in, trying to get to the knee. Fire log. Both feet are flexing. You can stay here. You can get through the whole thing in fire log. Let me scoot back so that I don't run out of room here. If you can go further, this foot faces the sky and then pulls into the hip crease, half lotus. If you're okay, bottom foot can come up, creating full lotus. Getting our blocks, working that core, bring them in. Hands are on the blocks, elbows turn in, shoulders turn away, press into the blocks, come on up, pull it up like an accordion. 3 easy breaths. Pull it up higher. Oh yeah, there you go, put it down, good job. Again, my ankle is starting to break, so I'm going to take out a little slack here. You can check yourself too. If all of a sudden you're like, all right, that's enough, go back 1 notch, okay? Keep going, but just go back a notch. Give yourself a little breather, okay? From here, hands come behind, come up and over. Roll out these knee joints. Get all that junk out of the knees. Push-up position. Let the hips sink forward. Flip the hands backwards. Coming into peacock, the forearms move to the rib cage. Trying to get the knees off the earth. Oh yeah, I'm tired. I did work really hard earlier. Now to scoot back so you can see me. Push-up position. Working our way down, all the way down. Turn the head to one side. Our hands come next to our hips, palms face up, unless you want to guide your toes closer in here. And again, just focus on melting down, tractioning out and opening. Good, turning the head the opposite way, breathe. Excellent, bring it forward. The hands are right next to the chest, press into it, come on all the way back. Come back to sitting. Woo! Support the knee and the ankle, bring them out. Flex the feet wherever you need to. Grab it, flex it. Oh. Move it around when it starts to come back to life. Lift it up and rotate it one way. Tell it you gotta get back on the horse. You can't give up now. Rotate it the other way. Whatever doesn't break you makes you stronger. Let both legs come out. Excellent, excellent. All right, we're gonna scoot now to the front of the mat. And again, bending the left leg. The foot is flexing. The shin is parallel to the front of the mat. The right leg coming in. You know where you kind of belong by now, right? Fire log. Possibly drawing it into the hip crease, half lotus. Possibly the lower foot comes up over the top, full lotus. I will request it and see what my body says. This time it doesn't seem so bad, so maybe I'm loosening up again. Hands are coming behind, open the chest, and just begin to lift the chest and gaze behind, opening the front neck. Breathe. You could stay right here, opening that way, or you can begin to come down to the forearms. Now the knees will lift. It's okay to let them. Gravity will take them back down. From here, the pubic bone and the rib cage need to come closer together, but then we lengthen the spine out simultaneous, okay? If it's available, you can also come to lie down, taking our mudra. Same thing. Pubic bone and rib cage come close together, lengthen it down, then rest, surrender, and let gravity pull the knees down, down, down. Surrender and breathe. Relaxing through the jaw. Good. From here, press into the forearms if you came this far. Arc the heart up until the crown of the head lifts off the earth, and then lower down. The very top of the head comes down to the earth. Breathe. Draw the chin to the chest carefully and bring it up. Supporting the ankle and the knee, bring them out. And again, flex the foot. Go ahead and rotate it out. I always notice, when we do these things, we traction out low back, and as we get older, is a tendency, especially desk workers or people who drive a lot, things of that nature, go ahead and bring both legs out in front to get like this crunching sway back, and then the hump back where we're like looking at the computer all day. And these poses traction you out, so you look like a teenager from behind. I always hope when I turn around I don't scare anybody, that I'm an old lady from the front and a teenager from the back. I hope that doesn't happen. That's my fear. All right, let's do it again. Well, I'll take 1 out of 2. I mean, better to look like a teenager from the back and an old lady from the front than an old lady from the back and the front. All right. Let's take the right leg now. We're gonna bend that. You know it. Shin is parallel to the front of the mat. The foot is flexing. Now, yeah, I'm doing that right. Left foot comes up. You should try doing this. All these lefts and rights and tying in a knot. And what's happening right now? Fire log, other side. Feel free to stay in fire log if you're starting to hurt. Or if you've been hurting. The sole of the foot turns up, take it into the hip crease if you're going to half lotus. If you're going there, let's go. If you're going full lotus, let's do it. I don't know if I am or not. We're going to assess this. Nah, let's do it halfway. My right ankle just always is not as cooperative as my left. I don't know what it is. I think I remember maybe straining it as a kid, but I can't quite remember. All right, bringing the hands behind, open, widen through the collarbones, lift the heart, gaze behind. This can be plenty, and you can just stay here opening this. If you want to come further, come on down. The price is right. Pubic bone, rib cage, come close together. Now lengthen out. Let the knees come down with gravity. Possibly come to lie down if it's available to you. Don't push it so hard something breaks, okay? If you're at a 7, don't go past that. From here, just focus on allowing the knees to come down with gravity and relaxing the jaw, surrender. You always can come back to these videos, or if you're like me, you can just keep having to re-record them and do your yoga 15 times a week. You guys are keeping me in shape. Good. Pressing into the forearms, lift the heart straight up to the sky till the crown lifts off the earth. Bring it back down so the top of the head comes down to the earth. Breathe. Carefully draw the chin to the chest. Good. Bring it up. Supporting the ankle and the knee. Flexing those feet. Go ahead and lift it up. Circle one way. Reassure your ankle that it's not going to die. Everything's okay. Good. Let both legs come out. Let the blood flow in. Get a drink of water. I'm drinking water with lemon. I love lemon water. Now is the time to tie your hair back if you would like to, if you need to, if you have long hairs. I have a lovely furry scrunchie. Furry ones are not required, but preferred. Pink furry ones. Alright, swing the legs around. I'm shedding. Are we ready? We have to actually work. Tabletop position. The knees are under the hips, the hands are under the shoulders. Take a look down. We want the fingers straight. We don't want to give ourselves carpal tunnel. That's not the plan. Elbows turn in, shoulders turn away. Tuck those toes under. Pull the belly button to the spine. Inhale the belly towards the earth. Head and sits bones are rising up. Actual cat and cow. Release around everything under. Following these cats and cows at our own breath pace. Flexion and extension of the spine. Taking our time. Take one more. Bringing it back to center. Draw the right ear towards the right hip. Inhale. Exhale it to center. Inhale it to the left. Exhale it to center. Inhale to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale to the left. Very good. Bring it back. Our hips are going to go to the right. Exhale it down over the heels. Inhale it up the other side. More circles through the knees. I'm giving you the knees of a teenager. Or as close as I can get you. Maybe you are a teenager. I don't know. If you're not a teenager anymore, we'll get you back as best I can. Good. As we find our way to the top, reverse the direction. Hips go to the left. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. I remember I'm getting old now, but it sure has been a weird journey of realizing that I'm no longer the young one in the room. Now I'm the old one in the room. That's a very strange transition when you start to realize that. But I'm getting used to it and I'm now embracing it. Good. Bring it back to center. Especially me in my professions. Most people don't make it as long as I have. So being old in my profession is strange. Alright, we're going to tuck our toes under, lift the knees above the earth, finding our way to downward facing dog. Besides being a yoga instructor, I'm also a massage therapist. So most of these people, these kinds of people, drop out pretty quick in life. Most people don't make it. I'm 44 and most people make it into the 30s and then they're done. I just love it. I'll do it until I can't. Take a look down. Gaze at the toes. Turn the legs towards each other. Heels are melting down. Belly button pulling in. The sits bones point towards the sky. Heart melting down. Ears moving between the elbows. Breathe. I want to bring a new face to the world about who belongs where. Good. Roll the hips up and over to a plank position. Now, if you cannot do plank yet, you can just lower the knees down. That's okay. Draw the heels away from the head if you're in full plank. Draw the pubic bone towards the rib cage. Breathe. We're going to come onto our side, so the feet are going to stack up. We're putting all the weight in the right arm. The left arm opens up to the sky. Gaze up, breathe. We're just going to do a little core work today, warm it up. Good, bring it back to plank. Take 3 breaths in plank. We're also strengthening our wrists and hands and arms. Take it to the left side, stack up the feet. Left arm takes the weight. Right arm opens up to the sky. Gaze up, breathe. Bring it back to plank. Breathe. Lower down nice and slow. And release down to the earth. Good job. Am I in the camera? Good. Alright. Press the toes to the earth. Draw the inner thighs together and press the pubic bone towards the earth. And notice when you do that, you're going to get a release of pressure across here. We're tractioning out the lower vertebrae of the back when we inhale up into cobra. Pull out. There should not be a crunching sensation. There should be a pulling out of the pelvis sensation. Exhale it down. Inhale it up, looking over the left shoulder, down to the toes, traction out. You do that by pressing the pubic bone down. Exhale down. Inhale up and over to the right, traction out. Exhale down. Excellent. Bending at the knees, take the knees wide. The toes are coming together. Child's pose. Rest the arms, rest. Breathe. Good. Press into the hands, walking it up. Knees come together, tabletop position. Once again, we have one more round to go and then you're done. You've made it, okay? It's literally 2 minutes and I want us to commit to 2 more minutes of this, okay? For your core strength. Tuck the toes under, knees come off of the earth, downward facing dog. Gather strength through the hands, through the feet, pull energy up through the earth. Prepare, breathe. When we're ready, lift up that left leg. We're going to lengthen the front body as we lift it nice and high. Bend the knee, draw it across the body to the right elbow. Exhale. Inhale it back up. Exhale the knee to the nose. Inhale it back up. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale it back up. Set it down. Good job. Breathe. That was minute 1. We have 1 more minute to go. Lifting that right leg, lengthen the front body, lift that leg nice and high. Exhale the knee across the body to the left elbow. Inhale it up. Exhale the knee to the nose. Inhale it up. Exhale the knee to the right elbow. Inhale it up. Set it down. Good job, you did it. Roll the hips up and over, plank position. Knees can be on the earth if needed. Lower down slow. Good, release to the earth. Excellent job. Press the toes down. Press the pubic bone. Inhale it up, cobra. Exhale it down. Inhale it up and over to the left. Gaze down to the toes. Exhale it down. Inhale it up and over to the right. Exhale it down. Very good. Roll onto the back. Yay. Sweetest words spoken all day. Our reason for living. To lay down. This is my reason for living today. Just kidding. Draw the knees in. You know this part of you know me. We need huggies. Rock left and right. Be on your own team. Love yourself. Did you know that people consider us 30% more attractive than how we see ourselves on average? Draw the forehead to the knees, exhale. All right, one last core thing and then I'll leave you alone, all right? Legs are up. Let's take the palms right next to the hips, facing down. That left leg's gonna come to hover just about halfway down. You're gonna feel the tension, you'll know it's the right spot. Draw the thighs a little closer together. Now turn the pelvis under with your core strength. The glutes are relaxed, so you could spank and your butt should jiggle. No, tight, we're not tight. You can also lift your hands up off the earth and your jaw is relaxed. Breathe. All right, I didn't forget. We're coming back. Take a breath. Bring it back up. Excellent. Now the right. Take it down. The thighs draw a little closer together. Pull the pelvis under with the core strength. Belly button pulling to the spine. And breathe. Relax the jaw. Lift your arms. Make sure you're not holding. Spank your butt. Make sure it's jiggling. Bring it back. Very good. Take a breath. Draw the knees in. Give yourself another hug. You're on your own team. You're working so hard. Excellent. Feet are coming down to the earth. Hands are going wide. You probably know this part if you know me. Left leg rising up. Cross it over. Twist it out. Gaze is left. Left shoulder on the earth. Left hip moving away from the head. Belly button's drawing in. Low back makes its way to the earth. Come back, unravel. And the right leg coming up, cross it over. Guide it to the left. Gaze is right.
twist it out. Right hip moves away from the head, lengthen out. Belly button pulling in. Low back moving to the earth. Bring it back, unravel. The moment we've all been waiting for. Hands connect to the hips, releasing one leg at a time down to the earth. Let the legs fall wide. You made it. Shavasana. You can stay as long as you would like. If you need to get back, wiggle the fingers and the toes. A big stretch above the head. Good. Roll it to one side. Finding our way up. Having a seat. Hands to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me. I very, very much appreciate you. Namaste. I'm so zen, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oi. Oh, can you be too zen out? I overdosed on yoga. Can you overdose? Is that possible? Has anyone died from an overdose on yoga? Ah, stupid elastic band. Okay, well, you guys have a blessed time. And I will see you next time. You guys take care. Oh, and I will put a link at the bottom for my PayPal if you'd like to donate for class. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much.